Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kumar Effect, and in this video I am going to make a simple feedback form and then we'll apply some styling and JavaScript in this, and then we are going to connect it with the database using XAMPP and MySQLi. So all we need is this XAMPP server. From there, on the first link here, you can install it. I have already installed, so I'm going to just use it. So after installing that, you have to go in local disk C, and here you can find XAMPP, and there inside it you will find htdocs, and here we are going to create a folder feedback. So feedback, and then I'm going to open this folder in Visual Studio Code. So here we are. Now we are going to create some files: index.html, style.css, script.js, and for PHP, send.php. Now I am going to use a HTML boilerplate here. So for that, just exclamation mark and then hit tab, and this will give you this boilerplate. And then we can add our style here with a link, and here select CSS, and here it's added, and then here script and source, and here script.js. So this and this has attached to this HTML. Now we are going to um, give some input and text area. So let's create. So for that I'm going to add it all in a form. So first form, then action, and we are going to link this send.php here. So send.php, and then method I'm going to use is post, and inside form we are going to add input dot for class and username. Hit tab and just add id is equal to username as well, and text and a placeholder to be username as well, placeholder. And now give it a label. So label for the id of username, so just username, and just type username. Now we can check it. Just click on go live. This extension is available. You have to just write go live and I just search for live server, and this one, the first one, is here. You can install it, and then go live will appear at the bottom of the Visual Studio Code, and you can run it from here. So just allow it, and here you can see it's appearing, and when we click on it you can see our input is getting selected. So that's it, and after that we can just copy it, and before that I'm just going to add a br here, breaking point, and like that, and double br here, and just copy it from label to br and paste it here, and this time in place of username we are going to add email, capital E here, and everything is fine. We got our email and username. Now we want a text area for message. So for that, I'm just going to copy it, and here I will write message, and here message as well, and after that text area, uh, placeholder, write your message like that, and we can put it all in a field set. And for that, I'm just going to cut from label to here text area, just cut it and type field set, and here just legend, and it is your feedback form. So feedback, or just write it capital feedback, and just paste it all here. And as you can see, this is looking a little nice. Now we can add CSS for styling. So for that, first of all, I'm going to add a font family. The default one is sans serif. I mean the default one is serif. As you can see, it's here. It's serif. So we are going to use sans serif here. And now the font has changed. And after that, we are going to just align it all in the center. So text align center, and I have to add a button here. So here, after break, we can add a button. So for input type button, value is submit, and class ptn here, and I have to put inside it the full set, and break after the text area like that. uh, Two breaks. Okay, now let's style the button. So for that, button and padding, let's give it a padding of 5 pixels and 18 pixels. Yeah, looking nice. And let's increase the font size to be exact 15 pixels. Okay, and let's make it bold, so font weight to be bold, and the cursor, right now it's um, arrow, so cursor to be pointer. Now it's turning into pointer. Then border radius, make it some styling, so 0 pixels and 25 pixels. Yeah, looking nice. And color, let's give it white, and background color to be crimson. Good. Now let's change this as well. So for that, legend font weight to be bold, and color to be crimson. Okay, now let's style our input. So for that, input type is equal to text, and input uh, type is equal to email, and just give it a width of 80% and height of 30 pixels and border radius of 5 pixels. Okay, fine. Now text area, so width like others 80% and height like 80 pixels. Okay, looking good. Now label these ones, username, email and message. We can just float it to the left and position to relative, and let's save it. So let's move it to left and 10%. Okay, looking good. Or maybe 9%. Yeah, great. Or maybe 9.5. Okay, fine. Now full set to be background, the whole these holes full set to background color, background image maybe, then linear gradient to bottom left, pink, white and yellow. Let's see. Looking good. Okay, so our HTML and CSS is done. uh, Now let's give it some script. So we are going to use JavaScript. So for that uh, we are going to just define our variables. So for const username is equal to document dot query selector, and here it's, I think it's username, the class is username, and for second email, and the third text area, I think I have to give it a class of message. Okay, and the class for button is btn. Okay, fine. Now I can just username const email is equal to document dot query selector, and here email. Okay, fine. Now const message is equal to document dot query selector, and for that message, and const button is equal to document dot query selector btn. So that's it, and now we can use it. So first I'm going to use username dot add event listener and click, then the arrow function. So I want on click to username dot style dot background dot style. I think it's background color to be lime. Let's see if it's working, and it's working. Okay, now I want this lime color to be removed when I click somewhere else. So for that I'm going to use username. Just let me copy paste it. uh, just copy it all, and in place of click just give it blur, and in place of line just white. So here and here, here. So as you can see, it's getting removed. Now we can do the same thing for email. So email, click, and same for here, just email. Here email 2, here email 2, here email 2. So as you can see, it's working fine. Now for our text area, we can do the same thing for this as well. So here in place of email, I can just use message. Now you can see it. Now while clicking on submit, uh, I want it to uh, validate if the input is empty or not. So when input is not empty, then it will submit the form, or else it will just uh, show error. So for that, I'm going to use the button dot add event listener and click just event and uh, event dot prevent default, so it will not submit it. uh, Input type button, I think this has to be input type submit. Okay, as I will remove it, and when I will click on submit, as you can see, it's submitting. But when I will add this function, it will stop submitting. And now we can just evaluate. So if username dot value uh, is empty, or email dot value is empty, or message dot value is empty, then alert form can't be empty, and that's all. And it has to be here. Now form can't be empty, like, right? Form can't be empty, right? Form can't be empty, and here form gets submitted. Now finally, we have just send.php left, but before that, let's move on to uh, XAMPP, and here just start the Apache and MySQL server. Then here just click on localhost and php my admin. Now here we can just create a new one. Let me refresh the page and just click new one, name it feedback, uh, and just select the Latin one, and Swedish CI, and just click create. And here in feedback, uh, we can go to SQL and just create a table, create table greetings, and here username, email, and message has to be text, email to be text as well, and username to be text as well. Now just create our table, and the table has been created. As you can see, username, email, and message. Now we have to just write our PHP commands. So for that, just PHP open and PHP close. Here just create link. So server name is equal to localhost, and username is equal to root, password is equal to empty, and db name is equal to feedback. Now let's establish the connection. So for connection is equal to my SQLi connect dollar server name comma username, then comma password and db name. If a dollar connection not established, then just die cannot connect and my SQLi connect error, and else uh, let's user to be dollar post and the name has to be username. Let's check it. So ID and name is important. Username, here name is to be email, and here name has to be message. Now here username, then dollar email is equal to dollar post, email, and dollar message is equal to dollar post, and here message. Now we can just perform SQL query. So for that, dollar SQL is equal to, in double quotes, insert into greetings. That's the table name here, greetings, and we have uh, username, email, and message. So username, email, and message, and the values are dollar user, a small user, then comma dollar email, comma dollar message. Uh, so here just close it and just if my SQLi query underscore query comma dollar connection, uh, if my SQLi query, and here I have to write dollar connection and dollar SQL, then echo data added successfully, else echo something went wrong, and just here. Now our PHP is completed as well. Now let's test it. So our folder is inside httalks, so we can just localhost, and here the folder name is feedback, and this is our, as you can see, same. And now just write some, as you can see the table is empty, and when I'm submitting it directly it's showing me error. So just add the value Kumar, Kumar effect @gmail.com, and hello, I am Kumar, like that. And when submitting, unknown database feedback, okay, we are getting some error, cannot connect database feedback. Oh, the spelling mistake, as you can see it's feedback. Okay, just do that. I mean, let's just in place of feedback, just do feedback, and let's try again. Let's just click on submit. MySQL query. Again, a spelling mistake. I think I do a lot of mistakes here. So the problem is here, my SQLi. Okay, let's see if it's working. Yeah, finally it's working. So as you can see, our data is inserted to our database, and that's how it works. So hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.